feeling about this one, so let's see if I can pull it off. Bad start, bad start. Can't do anything till turn 3. It seems pretty bad. It's tempting though. If it's, you know, he has a creature heavy deck, I'm okay. If he doesn't, maybe okay. If he doesn't, then I'm probably fucked. So I'm gonna ship it. I am tempted to keep, but I don't know. Fuck. Yeah, let's ship it. That's much better. I guess that hand would have been pretty good. Just the Lily alone might have been good. Let's take the Bogle for sure. This deck is much like an effect. In that sense, they don't have too many creatures, and you can just steal one and sometimes delay a ton of turns. Oh, the bridge too just seals it. So this is one of the decks that runs Leyline, or at least some versions do. And of course we hate the card, but we don't mind it so much in this just because Bridge is so good. And the rest of our deck is so good against them, just the discard is great. And yeah. That's very bad. But with Bridge out, I feel better. Yeah, Bridge does a ton of work, the discard does a ton of work. Unlike, well, the discard, let's say they have Leyline out, this is what I'm talking about. If we Leyline out Lily and Bridge, do an insane amount of work against them. Against like that Amulet Bloom deck, not so much. Now that they have Colony Garden, like Lily used to be great, Bridge and Lily together used to be, it would operate kind of similar, but now they have Colony Garden, so the Lily plan is basically boned. And you know, they can remove Bridge, so also they have the hide my backup plan unlike these guys, so it's bad news. So game 1, I don't think they can even beat this unless he's running something strange. I think partly because the Spirit Dancer's out, I'm going to hold up lands for Raven to Crime. Obviously this is not attacking anytime soon, and he's going to keep drawing cards, so I'm going to need to dump his hand. These aren't going to attack, so unless I draw Lily, of course. Really shouldn't have played that forest. So I would like to draw a rack, ley line. Why am I saying ley line? Lily or Raven's Crime. This works too. Unfortunately, he has totem armor, so that doesn't really do a lot, but I still will kill it probably. I'll do it in response to an equip. Right? Yeah, so at least he'll still draw the card, but that won't be equipped. Not that it makes much difference. If I kill it now, it's still going to come back, and he can still equip stuff, so he can equip that stuff too, or the Rancor at least. So that seems fine. Oops, I misplayed slightly. Probably should have. No, actually, it's not a misplay because Mutavault can block this, and he equips anything to it, and it can't. Probably can't attack. I don't know. Can it? Oops. Oops. Okay, now we do it. So I'll drop the Mutavault next turn. Just because right now this can attack as a 3/3, and I can't have that. Excellent. I may have path for this. I wouldn't use it if I was him. He's not playing conservatively at all. I think it seems pretty clear that he hasn't played against a rack before, and he doesn't know that, you know, as soon as I drop a rack, he's starting to take tons of damage. So one advantage we have. We usually only get away with it once, though, in game 1. Here we go, perfect. So, I'll keep one of these in hand for Raven's Crime, and I'll pitch the other. I'll pitch this one because Urborg doesn't help him at all. It helps me a bit. So now he's going to start stockpiling, I imagine. So we want Lily or Crime, and we just win. I really think we just win anyway, but, you know. A lot of experienced Horus players will just concede as soon as they draw out the bridge in game 1. Just as most, if not all, have no way around it. tempted to actually just leave this in my hand for crime. I don't really need the rats, right? So I'll wait on this one. It's tempting to try and get that 1 damage, but there's a good chance he just has 2 lands in hand. Whereas right now it's almost impossible. Very good, very good. See? So I guess we do have to drop this now if we want a victim, which we do. That does put that back in his hand, but that's better than the alternative. I guess I can also manipulate rats through the bridge a bit too. These guys are tiny. Yeah, actually I can do quite a bit. So these would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think I might be able to just kill him. Or actually maybe I could have last turn. Wasn't paying attention. Can't really... Well, I can still do it actually. No, I can't get... Yeah, I don't want to kill my mutavault, so it doesn't really work anymore. So the crime is good news. We do need Lily or Wrench Mine though. This is one of the natural states that you will find yourself in a lot of the time. It's just part of the deck. Find them just at a rack range, and you just have to keep on persisting until you draw something like this. Now, any land we draw, all we need to draw is any discard spell or land. Spirit Dancer because I can -2 Lily this soon. This is annoying because of Bridge and Rack. That hits enchantments too, right? So it can hit either of these. This is annoying, blah blah blah. But basically our plan is to -2 Lily here, which is a very good plan. And this also just draws cards, and that's annoying, and we don't have removal for it, so Spirit Dancer it is. He's only on 1 land too, so... yeah. So we almost definitely have this. He doesn't have a ley line, so... yep, that's fine. Rat is decent. Hopefully he gets rid of Naturalize here, that would be nice. It's not really a big deal either way. Yeah, that's obvious. Now I guess he's debating between Naturalize and Ethereal Armor, and whatever else he drew. Umbra. So he's Naturalize, Ethereal Armor. Yeah, I don't think he can afford to ditch the Naturalize. He knows that I just win if I draw a Bridge, so... tempting almost just to erase him, but can't be doing that. Well, part of me wonders if they shouldn't run Kelnu Garden too. Another one Giant Arbor, but... ah, beautiful. Kind of want to win with Pack Rat since he's at 4 cards. He's going to be at 3, but yeah. But I don't think that's the way to go. Let's squeak in some damage. Bridge immediately, so should be the rat, probably the rat, I don't know. I want to back up thing he has Naturalized, so I'll ditch this, play it safe. I do kind of want extra swamps for rat so I can... yeah, it doesn't really matter too much, does it? But it's good for crime. It lets me do more things with rat, or use the rat ability and play other things, but that's totally fine. And now he used that on that. So. Honestly, I'd probably play around the rack and just keep that up for bridge, but that's me. So now we're in business. Would like to keep her at, but this is a good plan too. I don't really need it. I mean, I want bridge. You know, I'm gonna want to play it, and rat is not too good with that. So. So you can see, like, kind of the reason why Mutavault is in this deck. This is basically the entire reason. It's not to be a clock on its own so much, although on rare occasions that does happen. Usually I find it doesn't do enough. Sometimes it'll... ooh, that's tricky. I think I can safely just play whatever now, right? Yeah. I think I can get rid of bridge. But anyway, sometimes you'll get in, like, say, 3 or 5 damage, and then later, like, drop racks. And, like, that matters, but almost never win a game with Mutavault by itself. Easy. But yeah, it's there to speed up the rack clock. Basically, it's like it makes the rack do 4 damage instead of 2, or 5 damage instead of 3. You know, and that drastically speeds up your clock, which can be extremely relevant. So, yep. All right, we'll be back for round 2 soon. All right, back for round 2. Check out this opener. That's might be a first. Is that the blackest hand you've ever seen? We're playing against this I Will Crush You guy again. I can't remember what he plays, or what he did play. Really not sure. I'm just noticing that his avatar matches his username. That's good stuff. Anyway, though we will not be mana screwed this game, we will be spell screwed, so this is not great, but it is acceptable. You lose way too much tempo when you mull below 6, so I really try not to. Usually do, anyway. This, you know, if the 6-card hand is at all decent, which this is, then I usually keep it. There is, though, as usual, a case to be made for you know, being more aggressive with your mulligans. So Urborg seems right. We can deck more next turn if we don't pull a 3rd land. And I guess the only downside is if we pull a range mine. Because, well, we can't range mine next turn, we wouldn't be able to play the deck more, so I don't know, potentially probably should have just played the deck more anyway, but I did kind of want to keep it for Raven's Crime Loop. Oh, that's bad. That's very, very bad. He's probably just gonna win. Oh, God. I hate this card so much. It made the burn matchup so much better. So I think we'll just take a bunch of damage and pack next turn. Or actually, Lily and Pact. Yeah, let's do that. Well, no, Pact then Lily, so that we take the least amount of damage. But yeah, we're in a rough spot here for sure. Ooh, even rougher. Brutal. I don't think it's hopeless, but it's pretty close. Borstrom. Yeah, Helix, even worse. Good God. It's ridiculous. Well, yeah. I mean, it's a bad hand, but I was just thinking like Murderous Cut would be terrible here. Tempting to Crime and then Affliction, actually, but the problem is I don't think I can afford to. But I kind of like want to put him on a clock, you know. Problem is, let's say he bolts, that's 3, 5, 7, that's lethal. If he bolts and I kill one of these, that's 4. But he could have 2 spells, so I don't know. Anyway, I think Lily's the correct play, but we'll see. Would have helped a lot if he hadn't pulled that second Swiss Spear. I just realized that we gotta pay for Pact. Didn't think about that. But I think we had to do that, right? Maybe? No? Well, it saves me a bit of life. Ooh, yeah, we're actually in a good spot next turn. Easy Pact is hurting us here. Yeah. Yeah, that was rough. Pretty mediocre hand, and he had a great hand, so that's... Sometimes you just lose to the hand. Oh. Oh, God. Yeah, this is rough. One of these, you want to see basically one of these a game, that's why I put in 3. I keep in 3. And you want to see it in the opener. Because that's mainly for Eidolon, or any creature, but especially Eidolon. These are great, of course. This is great. Like these two, and no second line. If one of these was the second line, I would love this hand. But I think it is promising, I suppose. So we'll keep. It's rough. I maybe should keep one-liners. I might just lose my own hand, but. That's pretty good. He is only on one land though, so let's go with the Swiss Spear. Next turn, Borostrom, I guess. Yeah. Maybe. He might be screwed on land for a while, so might take a Bolt or Lava Spike. Two Borostrom. So this represents, assuming I can get this out of hand, this represents 4, 8, 14 damage. So guess I take the Bolt. Take that chance that he gets a bit mana screwed. That way it slows him down a bit. If he like Borstroms. This may be more of an opening to get rid of the remaining spells. So there it is. So that's bad. What did he cast? restroom. Well, he's only going to be able to do one next turn. So actually, let's crime. So what does he have in hand, actually? 2 Burstorms and Revelry. So let's see. I imagine he'll drop the Revelry, which would be nice. Tempting to drop the rack, but I think I want to save myself 2 life, right? Do I? Does it even matter? I don't know. I don't think it matters, because he's going to charm either way next turn, and then I can get the other one out of his hand with the Thoughtseize. Let's just drop this early. So we're in a reasonable spot. Could go either way. Yep. I don't think I have much choice but to do that. Oh God. Tempting to crime just to save myself the life. I think I might have to. Yeah, I think I almost never do this, but I think the cost outweighs benefits outweigh the cost. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. I'm too low life. I can't afford to take 2. This requires him to, like, 8 instead of 6 requires him to top deck more things. Just keep it up. Attack more loop is very important right now. So we have a good chance right now, I think. If he draws, just keep doing it. If he draws a creature, I have victim. Draw the mana for it, mind you, but... Sweet, yeah, so we probably have it. Sweet. So we can totally... We're bored right now. I don't see a reason not to. If he keeps anything in hand, we can just stack more. But it'd be nice to not have to deck more, you know? So yeah, I think I'll actually do that. So hopefully he pulls a creature. Yeah, the Revelry I think was the only thing that could save him, so there we go. Go me. I took a fairly big risk there, but paid off. You have to play really conservative in those situations. Although in a way that's not, I mean, you have to be conservative with your life total. Even if it means like taking otherwise not conservative plays sometimes. See if we can pull it out. position, of course, but still quite good. And he mulls to 6, so very nice. We're on the draw, so these are going to be even better. Unfortunately, I put some at an advantage with Goblin Guide or Swiss Spear or something like that. Nix it, beautiful. Should be great. Give me that Eidolon. So Rift Bolt, Lava Spike, creature or player. Just in case, I guess, take the Rift Bolt. I don't see a reason not to. Well, it's not... Yeah, like there's a chance it could kill Nyx, right? So, I don't know. The Lava Spike, I guess, is a bit better against Lily, but... meh. If he's directing his Lava Spike at Lily, like, I'm probably good anyway, right? Okay, this is gonna be great. So what else does he have in hand? Lava Spike and Foothills. Okay. Yeah, we're in good shape. It's not guaranteed, I suppose, but it's very likely. So I'll drop the Foothills, almost definitely. So he has a Lava Spike in hand. Tempting to get rid of the spike, but I think we can handle it, right? 2, 3, 6, so we'd be at 10. But we have a quick clock with all of these, and we can get rid of one of the things with Lily, so I think we can take the risk. So imagine on Nyx next turn. He'll be what? Okay, he'll be 6/6. Well, it'll be 5/5. Ooh, that's rough. That's really rough. Still put me at 4. If I Lily, I don't think we can afford to race. That's ridiculous. So it's either Lily or Nyx. Nyx is obviously gonna toss bolts at me. He would need Borisstrom would kill me straight up. It's going to either way. That's tough. This thing's a pain. So, but I think I have to. I think Lily gives me a little more outs. I pray he takes this. Yeah, that seems correct to me, but you never know. Oh, that's nasty. We still have a chance. Nyx is a very quick clock. Oh, he's gonna do it on the upkeep, so I'm just dead. Right. Yeah, so I don't think there's anything we could have done. It's brutal. I played correctly, but I guess his hand wasn't so great, but then he just, the deck's overdone it, then he just kept top decking all everything he needed. So, I think a piece of removal would have been good there. I had 6, I didn't draw any of them. Even definitely see how good removal is versus burn. Had the right amount of discard. So one too many nixes, but yeah. So I think another piece of removal or a Siphon Life would have been solid there. Right amount of racks, yeah, it's just things didn't line up quite enough. It was just a little shy. Anyway, on to round 3 soon. Alright, here for round 3. Need to win this one to continue, so that's not gonna do it. That will do it. 2 lands, precise discard, and a bit of other action. Well, bridge. That's a lot of action, so it's really all you need. Oh, Jesus Christ, not burn again. Almost always you take the creatures. Bridge is not really going to do much this game, most likely. Well, maybe. He doesn't have any other ones, and I'm going to be able to drop it soon, so I don't know. Great. It's Lava Spike, Rift Bolt, Stomping Ground, Skull Crack. Works for me. So he definitely has the edge right now, but we'll see. It's pretty frustrating that he can double bolt me right now. Oh, even better. I'm really like insanely tired of this card. Like, can I even cast anything right now? Like, Affliction is only good and Crime is only good if I can keep doing it. Then again, this deals me 2. What does he have in hand? Lava Spike, Rift Bolt, so those are going to do 3, so I guess we can get rid of 1. I don't know, fuck it, I don't. Fuck it. This is such an insane card. Like most other decks don't care about this card, or not a ton, right? But with the way our deck is set up, it's just, it basically says you can't cast spells. Until you draw a removal spell, you cannot cast spells. Really don't want to lose to burn twice in a row. Love to get some revenge. So having great games against burn for the longest time, and lately, especially today, it's gone terrible. I'll try it. It's pretty bad. For the second land, I mean, it could potentially be good, very good, but I don't know, it's very risky. Especially if he has a revelry. Oh, fuck. Pump in the night? Really? Jeez, I haven't seen that card in forever. Surely there are better options. I'm back, sorry about that. Surprised to get this in. Yep. Kinda like double affliction. Yeah. Get a burn spell out of his hand, most likely he has two. Nope. So we're actually in a pretty good spot, especially if we draw the third land and kill that Swiss sphere. You could easily turn around with a fucking Eidolon though. I really hate that card so much. I feel like I want to run 8 pieces of removal just to fight it. I wouldn't actually, of course, but let's see. Definitely tempting to take this. Sumi is a third Boros Charm, or let's say Lightning Bolt. 3, that's 5 damage. But like if I cast this, then I could potentially save myself a lot of damage. But if I cast this and leave this open, then you know I can potentially do a lot more damage. So the question is really, how conservative do I want to play? The other side of it is that if I draw land, then I'm likely to, like, you know, this Inquisition is going to be dead anyway, so I don't know. I think I'm going to play conservative. I'm in a very low life total, so nope. Such is life. There we go. The question is, do I kill her? I think I can totally just erase now, right? Most likely. If he had a bolt, he would have played it. And if he plays it next turn... So again, let's just assume he has a Boris Charm that does 4 or 5. That's still not enough. I mean, it's possible he's... you know... he's just fucking with me or something, but... yeah, actually, he could have the spell, because he's probably trying to play around afflictions, right? Keep cards in hand. So in that case, we kind of want a Swiss Spear, right? -2 the Swiss Spear. Let's do it, I guess. Now I would like a land or any discard spell. That'll do too. Well, actually that's really not what I want right now, but whatever. Take any bit of damage I can get. So he's slow rolling, obviously. He wants to just toss a couple bolts at me while at the last possible second. I imagine this Lily's probably giving him a bit of trouble, but oh, here we go. That's the good stuff. And I think he's just dead. Unless he has 2 bolts. There we go. That felt pretty good, but we need a second win. Pretty shit. Very shit. Not very, if I had a second land. Removal, Wrench Mind, these two, quite good. I am on the draw. Whatever. Maybe I'll just lose to my hand again. If it wasn't the play, there's no way in hell I do this, but that's rough. Land. Not a land. God damn it. What was it? Wrench Mine. The opposite of what I want. Let's rack. Just desperately need a swamp right now. If I could get 2 in a row even, I'd be very happy. Just give me a fucking swamp, please. If you would be... yes, thank you. Fuck's sweet fuck. If you could be mana screwed too, that would be great. 2 lands, thank you, beautiful. So the question is, do we play around Boar's term? Yes, I guess. Oh, that Siphon Life is nice too. That's gonna be great. So we might have this game. Might. It's a big might. I think I'm gonna ask in the MTGS forums, actually. Not that they should tell me this, but most Magic players are cool like that, they will tell you. But like, in that situation where he has a Goblin Guide and a removal spell, is he gonna use the Boar's term on the Goblin Guide, or is he gonna say to hell with it? So I think if he had a creature, he would have played it, so I'm just going to, I wish I had an Urborg right now, but I'm just going to play Wrenchmind. I'll double Wrenchmind and Affliction, and whatever he squeaks through, whatever damage, I will negate with Siphon Life. Why does he keep Searing Blazing? We do have to play around Skullcrack and stuff, though. That's a consideration. That's fine. Ooh, that's nasty. So this turn I think we definitely have to Siphon Life. Ooh, Jesus, double Affliction. I'm taking chances, but I mean, technically, he could kill me next turn if he has a Bolt in hand, draws a Boar's term. So, I think Lily, discard Thoughtseize is the correct play, actually. Maybe. No, because he could still kill me, in theory. Again, he could Bolt in response. Double Affliction is so very tempting. Thinking Siphon Life, and then next turn, Lily. Depending on what he does. If he plays a card that could double Affliction, that seems good, right? He'll probably play another card. So I do want to do this now while he can't Skullcrack. At least I do get a bit of damage in on him. Oh yeah, see that Bolt's scary. Yeah, I think I played that right. So now he has to, he needs 2 cards. So... I think I just keep going Siphon Life. That's a rack while getting me out of range, so... Did he bolt me? That was last turn, yeah. Okay. Works for me. Oh man. I think the more I just do this, the more I get inevitability. could actually put him down to 1 if I drop this Mutavault. He can't kill me next turn. I don't. It's not actually possible, so he, like, well, double Boris turn would do it, I guess, so. I'm a little worried about Skullcrack and whatnot, but take the chance. Sweet. Bump. Back again. Sorry about that. What did you bump in the night? Jeez, this is insane. That'll be that, I think, right? There you go, this guy's a good sport. I said good games to the last guy, you didn't say good games. Yeah, that was intense. Siphon Life was amazing there, you saw that. You do definitely take a bit of a risk because of Skullcrack and stuff, but anyway. Yeah, I do say good games, if it was a good game. But like, a lot of people don't say it back, so that just makes me not want to say it at all. Like, what's the point? You do just feel like kind of a douche when you you're like, good games, and they're like, okay, bye. Yeah, trying to be a good sport. I never say it when I won. Unless they say it first, that's my rule. Anyway, yeah, we pulled that out, thankfully. I think that was actually that was a really sweet game. So, last one to burn, 1-1 against burn. Sounds about right. Anyway, on to round 4 soon. Alright, here we are for round 4. This is a pretty promising starting hand. Well, it's, yeah, it has potential. So, we'll keep, got the precise discard, 3 lands. We have a deck more in case we pull a crime and another land. Got a wind con, 2 lilies. You can use one as a kill spell, one as a, you know, persistent discard source. So, well, let's keep that. See what we're up against. I'd be happy to face burn for the 3rd time, but it looks like that's not what that is. I'm guessing either just Sky Control or that 4-color control list that was at the SAG Open. Yeah, that seems likely. Very nice. Or it could be that Sultai list, I suppose. Spell Pierce. Yep. Sure. Having a bit of tea, hope you don't mind. So far it's mono blue control. Splashing white for what? I'm assuming this is Snapcaster, right? Yeah, that does a little too much. I don't really care about him. the Snapcaster does too much. So, yeah, I think we'll be in a fairly good spot. Getting that Snapcaster really helped. Would have been a good opening for him actually just to play it as a 2-1. So I would have had to use like and then he plays Augur next turn, and then, you know, I can't -2. But he doesn't know that, so let's see what, oh, Monastery Mentor, Lingering Souls, interesting. Blue-white list. I imagine this list will like that new command card. Anyone seen this? This card is insane. I really like it. Thought Scour, okay. So that's a bit of a pain, but nothing huge. +1? I think a +1. I feel like I don't really care about the Augur. Right? Or do I get rid of it and try to blow balls lands and whatnot? Oh, +1. He's got too much card advantage right now. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. That's my kid, by the way, that keeps interrupting me, so. Yeah, it looks like he's playing black as well. It looked like mono blue for a minute. Lingering Souls, so that hurts. Definitely hurts. Yeah, so we don't need that. Does he still have the Spell Snare? I guess he does. So he's doing 3 a turn, he's going to do up to 5 a turn, so we desperately need a bridge. We're not going to raise these souls, I don't think, even if we like use both of these. That's just not going to happen. So we need more racks or a bridge or, you know, something. So I'm going to... Oh, we don't have Ravenscrown. I thought we have Ravenscrown. So I'm going to discard this. Hopefully he gets rid of the Spell Snare. That would be nice. If not, whatever. I'll probably just toss it at him anyway. And no such luck. Whatever. He's still taking affliction damage. Yep. What's left in his hand? Anything that I know of? Probably not. Yeah, I don't know anything, so. Monastery Mentor. I've never played against this card yet. Yeah, that's a bit of a pain. Could be. It's... Just seems like a worse Pyromancer. I'm not sure why he'd play it. To get that going. So yeah, there's most definitely Esper control, which is nice to see. You don't see it often. shit, I didn't realize I had him at 8. I guess he's taking a lot of damage from his lanes. And I have the Dakmor loop. Wow. That's gonna be amazing. Almost tempted not to play it, just not to show it to him. Yeah, I got you, bitch. I actually thought he had me. I wasn't even paying any attention to his life total, really. Yeah, I was very far ahead, so I feel like I almost didn't want to show him that. But, you know, it's probably better to be on the safe side. Thought Scour for the 3rd time. Actually, I should have Raven Scour, right? I knew he had the Thought Scour. I knew I had to do it in response, and then I could literally, you know, his draw. Yeah, bleh. Slightly. Or wait, no, I guess it doesn't matter. Don't mind me, I'm being crazy. Yep, that was easy. So, tempting to bring in the Bioblights. Probably more reliable than Pack Rat. Pack Rat is great against control, of course, but he might bring in Leyline, of course. Leyline, I think, is not really what you want in a control deck necessarily, but there's a very real chance of it bringing it in, and because Pack Rat is good against him, I'm pretty tempted. I didn't see any big creatures, so I kind of want to take out. I mean, that's not to say he doesn't have them. It's quite likely that he does. Good chance of a Resto Angel. So, it's tricky. Tricky. So kind of want to just leave it as is. I would kind of want to take a Tasker, or that Pact for it because of Tasker. Yeah. And is there anything else? Or just take out the blade for another rat. I think I do. Playing around Leyline, I guess. I think this is the safest. If I was to be a little more daring, I would take out the 2 of the victims for 2 blights. Well, 3 victims for 2 blight and 1 pact. That's what I would. So yeah, but yeah, he might have. He's likely to have Resto Angel. I didn't see any, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have any. He could board in something like, I don't know, Baneslayer Angel. Excuse me. So stuff like that. So let's do that. And even if he has like a bunch of souls, it's still a good hand. Or a good sideboard plan. This is not a good hand. Even on the draw, I think it's just too slow. Like even on the draw, and if this was a swamp, I think I would probably ship it. So it's as good a sign as any. That'll do. Not great, but pull that swamp. Yep. Sweet. His spells. Oh, shit. Yeah, close one. I almost passed the turn. His spell snare, that's gonna hurt a bit. Or spell pierce, or any counter spell, I guess. Anyway, let's take a look back at this card while we're waiting. So you can see, obviously, it's based on Cryptic Command, of course. There's been a lot of discussion about it. Basically, you know, there's a lot of upsides and downsides versus Cryptic. It doesn't hard counter so that's the main disadvantage. But it does return Snapcasters to the field. It gains life, which this doesn't do. Very relevant against burn and aggro in general. Counters creatures, which are your biggest problem most of the time anyway, so, and it still draws a card, so does a lot of things. I love it. I really love it. So I think I'm not sure that like Jeskai necessarily runs this card, but if they do, and they might, I think you either run it as a split with Cryptic Command. It's easier on your mana, and it does things that Cryptic doesn't. Or you run it possibly instead of Sphinx's Revelation, because, I mean, the main draw there is the life gain, right? I don't think they really need the, like, draw 7 thing. It's, I mean, it can be great, but I feel like they would rather have this. I don't know. I'm no expert on the deck. Spilled a bit of tea. Oops. Okay. I think we're good. So he's signaling Spell Snare or Spell Pierce. Sometimes it's turns like this that are the deciding factor. Ooh, wow, interesting. Lingering Souls is a weird card. Did he just... Oh, he thought Scour, yeah. Anyway, it's like you're happy to see it discarded, but also really unhappy at the same time. They get less tokens, but they get them faster. I feel like Lily's not really going to do much right now. And I have 2, so, well, it would be tempting to run it out if I just had 1. I don't think I will. Should I? Maybe I should. Yeah, maybe I should. Especially now that, like if I drop him next turn, he's gonna have 4 souls and just kill it right away anyway. At least this sticks around for a couple turns. I could try to race, but meh. I mean, I could try to do some board control here, but... It's a pretty interesting list, seems pretty sweet. Did I play against this person the other day? I may have. So, she also buys me some time, so... Holy shit, that's a hand. Wow, black-white. You could fetch for the black-white. This is brutal. Snapcaster seems obvious. I mean, Wrench Mine is just horrible against this hand. It's just a +1, right? So, tempting to just get rid of that. And have another Lily. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Because no matter what he discards here, he can counter this next turn, so... I don't think he's going to double block. he does, I mean, that feels pretty good to me, so... I mean, I do want the third land, but... him not being able to kill me lately next turn would be great. Yeah, it doesn't seem to have any fatties. If I lose this one, I may well just board and Bile Blight. I don't know. 2-mana board wipes are pretty good, I heard. Lingering Souls, that's nasty. Need a bridge. Need. So this is garbage right now, of course. But don't really feel like we have choice. That sort of works for me. Buys me time and less tokens. Very strange that he's holding onto that Delta for so long. Is he just playing super conservative against the rack, I wonder? I wouldn't. 4, 6, 7. Man, how good would a Bile Blight be right now? Although he still has that Spell Snare, I guess. So he probably has this game, but if we draw bridge, then we're good. Yeah, I'm not getting the impression there's any fatties in this deck. It's just all small value creatures. Which is obviously a viable plan, as you can see here. Play around Spell Snare. Pray he doesn't have it. Mana Leak. No Mana Leak. Please, please, please. Let's check, yeah, whew, close one. So we're good for now, but he's also likely to have a Disenchant or something. Or Esper Charm even. Does that... I think that destroys enchantments, doesn't it? Yep. Oh, that's an artifact though. Jeez, I'm being really crazy today. Ooh, let's do a third just for a second, just to be sure. So, Esper Charm and Disenchant won't do anything. I can't see him playing Disenchant if he has the option for Esper Charm, but... God, I love this card so much. So much better than any other alternative, in my opinion. Like, people are talking about Phyrexian Obliterator lately. It's like, what's Obliterator going to do in this situation? Come on, be realistic. And this situation is not an uncommon one at all. Especially now. Like, I don't know, as a sideboard card maybe. Or in like Damnation's main and Obliterator's side or something, I don't know. This all seems so janky to me. I think people fall in love with their cute ideas and they want to try cute things. I want to fucking win. I don't give a shit about that. I don't want you to think that doesn't mean I'm not open to ideas. It's just most of the ideas that people suggest are terrible. There are some good ones that I have thought were good. And, you know, those I welcome and encourage and test and blah blah blah, but they're few and far between. That's a lot of cards in his hand. Good thing you have 2 bridges out. he's got a lot of discard. So, at this rate, we're just going to mill him out. Believe it or not, it is possible to get get them into rack range off 7 cards. It's happened to me before. If you have inevitability like this, you a couple wrench mines or Liliana, they play 1 or 2 cards. Before you know it, doesn't he still have spell snare? Shouldn't he probably play that? Excuse me. Or is that like exiled or something? See, he's down to 6 now. We need a Lily though to make it work. Unless you draw like 3 wrench mines in a row and then you have the crime loop or something. Speaking of which, no artifact wrath in these colors, thankfully. Unless you count, what is it, austere command, but nobody plays that. Yeah, I think his deck is just naturally poorly matched for me. I think his main shot, like his best chance of winning is Lingering Souls, and just like me not drawing a bridge in time, like you saw there. I almost didn't, but I drew 2. But yeah, otherwise it's just he relies on, he doesn't seem to have much permanent control. That's what his deck appears to be missing. So many Raven Scribes. And he could totally do permanent control. Engineered Explosives, definitely. Be a great card for him. I mean, it's possible he's just not drawing it. You could just have it as a one-of, which is a common thing, but yeah. Sure. Let's do the Hyperbolus, just so, I don't know, he can't Vapor Snag it or something. Yeah, sure. Yep, at this rate I'm gonna mill him out. He could definitely just draw it on explosives, that would suck. I wish I could like code like a macro or something to automatically crime every turn. Yeah, sure. It's not like he can counter squall me out, so I'm not worried about that. Even if he casts 3 more of them. Thank you. I can blow up all this stuff potentially if this resolves. Oh, I guess I'll counter squall. Well, I guess between all the counter squalls and the snaps, it's possible. Yeah, sure. I'm actually a tiny bit scared now. I think this is usually just like a 1 or 2 of the, or 1 of even. Definitely that Snapcaster. I probably would have played that if I was him. too much value. Look at this. It's like, it would be like a virtual, or the 22 card hand. Oh, thank you. Nice to know he doesn't have any real action though. How many snaps are in the graveyard? 1, 2. And that's the third, so he has one more, so yeah, I don't think he can countersquall me. Yeah. This would be a lot of value. Obviously I don't care about this right now, I care a little about that. Not really. Ooh, that's rough, gotta play it. I guess I could Thoughtseize myself to death, fuck. Yeah, Tasker's a pain. That's one reason I want Lily, so I don't have to cast my Thoughtseizes. Shit, I'm a little worried right now. Let's see how many are there. 1, 2, right? I think it's just 2. I don't want. I'm freaked out. Don't want to draw more. I could. I guess I could always DAC more instead. That's an option if I get low enough. Counter squall is what? 2 life. Just gonna double check the amount of Thoughtseizes here. 1. Yeah, I only see 2. So 2 and 19 cards are Thoughtseize. Obviously a lot of these cards are going to be swamps. Looks like I've drawn like, yeah, everything but swamps. Ooh. So now I'm probably gonna go for the Dakmor loop, because otherwise he can countersquall me. Oh shit. Yep, you definitely want to do that. If you're disenchant, and it seems like so there's not much standing in between me and him, and he's somewhat likely to have a second disenchant or similar effect. So do I do it? I think I do. Just a little scared too, because he might have, you know, if he gets to another disenchant effect, then he can, you know, I would just give him inevitability. So the question is whether or not he has it. I think it's likely he doesn't have another countersquall, so I'm gonna not go for it. Stressful. I could just I could Thoughtseize myself to death, right? If I just draw 2. How many lilies are there though? What needs to happen is I need to draw a lily. Are they all? I think there's one more. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I need to draw a lily before I draw Thoughtseize, basically. Thank you, sweet Jesus. Resolve, resolve. Thank you, thank you. Now I don't have to cast my Thoughtseizes. Or actually there's only one more left, right? So actually I'm fine on that, but it still feels good. There's still the countersquall plan. Also, if I ultimate her, I could likely blow up all of his creatures. organize these by type or something. That'd be cool. Temporarily, like, rearrange your graveyard. That really goes against the rules, though. It's hard to, like, reorder papers correctly, so. Get him down to 3. So, if he has another disenchant effect, I need to potentially I should have he's taking actual damage now. 3. So it's gonna be at 3 cards now. And I can get him to 2 next turn if I don't ultimate. I just don't want him to draw that disenchant, so I don't think I can. I will attack more. Blow up all your shit. So now we can't. There goes his out. That all his lands. Looks like it. 3, 4, 5. Yep. Beautiful. He's. There we go. Excellent. No good game from him. So there we go, 3-1. The only match we lost was to Burn, and those were somewhat close games. I think I had some bad hands, and then he had a nuts hand. You know, that's how it goes. But yeah, that was a solid game. I didn't see any pack rats that game. I did want to play conservative and play red ley line, like I said, but if there was a game 3, I think I would have, yeah, between the Lingering Souls and the no ley line in game 2, I probably would have taken out the pack rat for Blights in game 3. So, yep, solid game, cool deck he had there, but just doesn't have much game against me. So, anyway, 3-1. I will see you guys next time.